Also new tonight, for the first time, we are hearing from the Oklahoma City police detective who led the investigation of former officer Daniel Holtzclaw.
Just yesterday, Holtzclaw was sentenced to 263 years in prison for sexually assaulting women while he was on duty. Tonight, Fox 25's Tom George sat down with Detective Kim Davis, who is now revealing details about her role in bringing a rapist to justice. This story is new at 9.
Detective Kim Davis says her case all started with one woman coming forward. From there, she had the difficult task of knocking on doors, finding other victims, before discovering she had a serial rapist on the police force.
When you think of Holtzclaw, what comes to mind?
Now?
Yeah.
A smile on my face, because he's going where he belongs.
With more than a decade investigating sex crimes, Kim Davis is a no-nonsense detective.
I guess I really don't have a filter.
Yeah.
And I just, I'm there to take care of business, and let's get it.
But 2 years ago, Kim Davis was assigned the biggest case of her career. It all started with a complaint of sexual assault by a police officer.
When I interviewed Janie, I knew something happened. I just didn't know who did it.
She says it became clear while investigating that Daniel Holtzclaw was a predator whose crimes were only getting bolder.
I have no doubt he would not have stopped if Janie wouldn't have had the courage to come forward.
As she interrogated Holtzclaw, she says his demeanor stood out to her.
That's the most stoic person I've ever seen, and he remained that way in court until he found out he was found guilty on some things.
She says Holtzclaw's attacks weren't about sex, but exercising total control.
He made them feel like they were nothing, and that turns my stomach.
Davis was the prosecution's lead witness against Holtzclaw, taking the stand almost every day of the 6-week trial. She says he's shown no remorse, even after being found guilty.
His tears were tears for himself. I do not think he thinks he did anything wrong.
As for having to investigate a fellow officer,
a lot of people ask me, well, he was one of your own. He was, police officer, and no, he wasn't.
She says if there was one silver lining in the case, it was showing other women that someone believes in them.
They don't think anybody cares about them, and they're wrong.
Women she now considers her friends.
They're really wonderful ladies, and, I hope they have happy, successful lives.
Davis says to this day she believes there are still other victims of Holtzclaw out there, and says in fact there were 2 other women who came forward but later decided not to speak. Tom George, Fox 25 News.
Holtzclaw was originally charged with 36 counts involving 13 women, but was found guilty on 18 counts against 8 victims.